AllTheModium, Vibranium, and Unobtainium are the most powerful resources in the ATM10 mod pack, and also they are required if you want to progress in your ATM10 world. Right, so technically the only requirement that you need is a netherite pickaxe. Now I'm saying netherite because you cannot go below. You need a minimum of a netherite pickaxe. Now, additional tip that I'll give you is if you can get fortune, that will be great because you're going to save a bunch of time if you can get a fortune on your pickaxe. So try to get fortune, and let's get started with AllTheModium first. Right, so we need to go in order. You cannot skip, for example, AllTheModium to get Unobtainium. You need to go in order, so it goes like this: AllTheModium, Vibranium, Unobtainium, and that's how the video is going to be structured. So let's get started. First of all, I recommend getting a nature's compass. Nature's compass will make your life so much easier. Nature's compass is actually very easy to craft. So basically, if you just search it in your J, and you just need 4 saplings, 4 wood. Now any saplings, any wood will work. Don't stress about it. Just take any wood and any saplings and a compass in the middle, right? This is how you craft a compass. Once you craft a nature's compass, you just need to right click it, type in deep dark, and then basically will show you the closest ancient city and deep dark, right? You technically need to find the ancient city, but if you find deep dark, then it's still okay because some ATM10 or AllTheModium can spawn there, right? So let's go. Okay, so I have came to the ancient city. If you're having problems with finding the ancient city, I actually have made a dedicated video, but technically the nature's compass should take you here regardless. And like I said, what you're looking for is you need to find the ancient city because there's more AllTheModium that spawns here, right? So try to find this. Well, we actually have found it. Now, as you can see, this is AllTheModium. Now, as you can see, it's actually highlighted for me. Let me just remove this. And there you go. This is what it looks like. Basically, the easiest way to tell if this is AllTheModium is just to remember the texture. This is what it looks like. Now, technically, if you're still going to have problems, then all you need to do is just find one. I'm going to show you a little trick that you can do to find more without any problems. Now, like I said, you can use fortune on this. So let's use fortune. Let's see how much am I going to get. Maybe I'm going to get lucky. Unfortunately, I did not get lucky, but technically 1 is all you need. 1 is enough to craft a potion. And the potion that you want to craft is this splash potion, or any potion actually. Potion of AllTheModium Sight. This will easily make your life easier because then it'll highlight, as you saw 2 seconds ago, it highlights AllTheModium, right? Which is very, very useful. And this is what the potion does, right? It basically shows you or highlights it like this, right? It also will highlight it through the wall. So just in case it spawns like behind a wall or inside the wall, it'll actually highlight it for you, right? And this just makes it easier. Calcinated AllTheModium Ore site powder, which like I said, you just need 1 AllTheModium Ore ender powder, which you can easily get. So this is how you can craft it. Once you get this potion, it is just so much easier. Okay, once you get enough AllTheModium, that's great, but we also need to get a template, and this is also for all resources, Vibranium, Unobtainium. You need to get the ore and the template to get the upgrade, right? So, how do you get the template? Do not leave the ancient city because we still need to be here. What you need to do is you need to get the brush, okay? Once you get the brush, what you need to do is you need to find clay, okay? I'm going to find clay and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Right, now finding the suspicious clay might take you a little while, right? It took me a while to actually find it right. Now, what we're looking for is clay. As you can see, there's random clays placed around. You should be able to see, I think there's another one. Yeah, there we go. We got suspicious clay and clay. It doesn't really matter what it says. As long as you find clay, you're okay. Now, basically using the brush, you just need to brush it. And it should give you a template. Now, as you can see, this one's not giving me a template for some reason. That's okay. Let's use this one, right? So this one's another one. And there we go, right? So you just need to find clay. For me, both worked. The normal clay and suspicious clay both worked, okay? As you can see, we got AllTheModium smithing template. Now, this smithing template is technically one-time use. However, we can duplicate them, right? Which I actually do recommend duplicating them. So what you just need to do is use netherite ingot and deep slate, and this will give you 2. So you just need to duplicate them. Okay, once you get your template and your AllTheModium, come back to your base and do as follows, okay? Open a crafting table, take a hammer. You can craft these hammers for very cheap. It's just 2 blocks of iron and sticks. And put your resources in this. If you have fortune, like I said, you're going to get double resources. But if you use the hammer, you're going to get even double, right? So let's say that you have 2. If you use the hammer, you're going to have 4, okay? Now, as you can see, we have AllTheModium dust. All you need to do is just smelt this. Right, so I'm just going to throw it into the smelter all the way around, and basically it's going to give me AllTheModium ingot, and I'm going to show you how to upgrade it in a second. Okay, beautiful, right? So open up your smithing template, put your basically smithing template, put your item or your basically tool, in this case it's a pickaxe, and put your AllTheModium ingot, and as you can see we have AllTheModium pickaxe, and the beautiful thing is it basically sticks with the enchantments, which is beautiful. Wham bam bam. Right, let's get Vibranium next, shall we? Okay, so once you have got your AllTheModium pickaxe, right, so is the yellow pickaxe, then you can proceed to get Vibranium, right? So to get Vibranium, we just basically need to go to the nether, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I have figured out myself. Right, so basically once you get to the nether, the easiest or the fastest way to find Vibranium is to look on the ceiling. I always have found it in the ceiling. It doesn't really spawn. I mean, it does spawn, but it's unlikely. It most likely spawns on the ceiling. Okay, so after about 2 minutes, as you can see, I have found it now. Like I told you, look on the ceiling, and there we go. We have found it high up, right? As you can see, this is like the bottom, and here it is. This is what Vibranium looks like. Now, a very, very important note. If you're looking for Vibranium, make sure they look in the netherrack biomes. If you go to the ashes, like the dark biome, right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called. Right, this biome, right, this biome is called basalt deltas. Do not look for Vibranium here. I would say it's technically impossible. I have never found Vibranium here. Like I said, if you're looking for Vibranium, go to the netherrack biomes, right? As you can see, I literally have found it instantly, which is right here. Fortune works, so try to get fortune and mine it as much as possible. And again, use the hammer method to get much more Vibranium than usual. Now, let's get the template, right? Just another example. I was flying by, and here we go, Vibranium. Again, like I said, this method 100% works. Okay, so getting the Vibranium smithing template is a little bit more tricky, but still I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So what you're looking for is you're looking for the nether bastion, right? The nether bastion is basically the little piglin sort of dungeon. Basically, this is what we're looking for, right? You're looking for these lava pits. As you can see on the screen, these are the lava pits, right? If you can see these lava pits, that's why I'm also showing you on the map, because it's just basically an easy identifier. Once you come here, right, I would recommend just getting inside as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to make a little hole. As you can see, I am inside. Now, again, you're probably doing this in survival, so just be a little careful. I have died here multiple times. Now, what you're looking for is, again, you're going to need a brush, and just look for suspicious soul sand. My suspicious soul sand is actually right here. There we go. I have found it right here, right? All you need to do, just need to brush it, right? I'm going to brush it, and here we go. Here's my smithing template, a Vibranium smithing template. One bam bam, I have obtained it. And yeah, once you again upgrade to Vibranium pickaxe, then we can get Unobtainium, which is probably the hardest to get, but I'm still going to show you the easiest way to get Unobtainium. Right, so like I've showed you earlier, take your Vibranium, use a hammer, one bam bam, Vibranium dust, and if you smelt it, it's going to give you Vibranium ingots, which then you can use to upgrade to a Vibranium pickaxe. And like I said, yes, you do need to upgrade to a Vibranium pickaxe, because you won't be able to get Unobtainium otherwise, right? So you do have to upgrade. Right, Unobtainium. Unobtainium is one of the best resources because it just gives you access to a lot of overpowered stuff. Also, Unobtainium is extremely difficult to get if you don't know how to do it properly, but because you have me, you're gonna get it very, very easily. So first of all, we need to go to the end, right? So you're gonna have to defeat the Ender Dragon, so good luck. After defeating the Ender Dragon, or you can just leave it, up to you, you're gonna have to go to another island, because Unobtainium does not spawn on the island that you defeat the Ender Dragon on, right? Right, so what I'm trying to say is you're not gonna find any Unobtainium on the island that the Ender Dragon spawns, right? You're gonna have to fly one of the directions. As you can see, I just flew any direction with a jetpack, and basically you have to go to these islands. This is where Unobtainium spawns, right? So let's go there, and I'll show you what Unobtainium looks like. Right, so again, the best way, or the way I have found multiple Unobtainium, there we go, actually I have found it by accident. This is Unobtainium. The easiest way to find Unobtainium is just to literally fly it around and look on the surface, right? Now, technically, Unobtainium can spawn anywhere, right? At the bottom, on the top, in the middle. I don't recommend, I know some people, some YouTubers have told you to go digging. I don't recommend it because I'm not gonna lie. I have never ever found Unobtainium by going straight in digging. I have never, right? I only have found it on the surface. So as you can see, this is what Unobtainium looks like. Again, it is very, very similar to Vibranium, right? And this is what Unobtainium looks like. So again, take as much Unobtainium as you can. Unobtainium is probably actually the easiest resource to find, but the hardest to get, right? Another example just to prove that going on the surface is probably the best way. Again, Unobtainium right here. And again, even in my videos, this is the way I have found Unobtainium, right? So just go on the surface. It should not take you longer than about 2 minutes. It's very, very easy to tell what's Unobtainium. Let's get the smithing template for Unobtainium, which is going to be the most difficult part of this video. Right, so to get the Unobtainium smithing template, right, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to craft a teleport pad, right? This is how you craft a teleport pad. You need to get AllTheModium nuggets, which is just from a AllTheModium ingot, right? Then, what this allows you to do is it allows you to go to dimensions, which I'm not going to talk about. I actually have a specific video for this. It'll be in the description down below, right? Using this teleport pad, what we just need to do is go to the nether, right? So take this teleport pad to the nether and just place it down in the nether, right? It doesn't really matter where, you just need to place it somewhere. Now, before you go, be careful because you can easily die. So make sure that you have some good armor, right? Let's go. Once you're in this dimension, this is the other, right? This is like the craziest dimension that you can really go to. And this is, I think, out of one of the 6 dimensions in ATM10 Modpack. I could be wrong because I think there's much more. Now, as you can see, this dimension is a little bit cooked. Now, be careful, like I said, because you can easily die here, right? Now, what we're looking for is, let me actually show you the structure. Oh, yeah, actually, it is. There we go, I have found it. Well, I think this is YouTuber luck, right? I get things in front of me straight away. Right, so just to clarify, this is what you're looking for, right? This is called AllTheModium Dungeon, and it is only in the other dimension, right? This is what it looks like. If I can show you somehow, where am I? There we go. This is what it looks like, right? So if you can see this on the map, this usually means, I mean, actually, this is very easy to tell. It's 4 towers and a little sort of thing in the middle, right? That is the easiest identifier of this, right? So if you just look on your map, you should be able to easily tell. As you can see on the M map, it's actually even bigger. So as you can see, this is what it looks like, and this is where you need to head to. So this is what we're actually looking for. Now, the biggest problem here is that you're going to get 50 million mobs. I'm talking spiders, we're talking skeletons, we're talking the craziest things. And the intensity that these mobs spawn is impossible to fight, right? Even with Vibranium armor, it's very difficult. I've done it, trust me. So what we can actually do is we can sort of stay hidden to all these mobs, right? I actually have made a video about on greater invisibility elixir. This makes you invisible to all mobs, which means we can just run through to get where we need to go and get the template, okay? Right, so if you want to get these potions, there is a video in the description down below waiting for you. Okay, so let me just demonstrate how simple this is with these potions, right? So I'm going to drink, I recommend taking 3 to 5. I usually have managed it with about 3. So what you need to do is run in, obviously try to do it as quickly as possible so you don't run out of these potions. Mine the ray in the middle, never mind, we need to mine this. There we go, just mine here. Remove the spawner and just go down, all the way down the ladder. Again, I'm doing this with this potion, so technically no mobs are gonna spawn, right? So I'm gonna drink another one in about 2 seconds, 15, let's just wait. Maybe let's drop down a little bit. There we go, right? I'm gonna drink. Now, what you're looking for is you're looking for planks, right? So let me actually show you what you're looking for. I think it's over there. Try to do this quickly again because we only have, oh, there we go. This is what you're looking for, right? This room, these green planks. As you can see, there's like dark here. There's no planks here, but there's green turquoise planks right here. Run in as quickly as possible up the ladder, and this is where you need to be, in this room, okay? Here you're gonna have to fight mobs. I actually recommend just destroying these spawners. Try to destroy them so it's a bit easier for yourself. Also, take some maybe potions or enchanted apples just so you don't die, because like I said, it is a little bit difficult, right? I'm gonna destroy all these spawners, and then I'm gonna show you what you need to do. Okay, so once the potion wears off, right, so mobs can see you, the evoker should spawn, right? It should, if it's not on cooldown. There is an actual cooldown, right? It says 26 minutes. Well, let me actually find another one so I can show you. Right, so I have found another one. Now, like I said, these go on cooldown, right? So if one basically is on cooldown, which they last about half an hour, you're gonna have to find another one. I mean, technically you'll need one template, but if you don't get it for some reason, then you're gonna have to get another spawner, and this is what you need to do. You need to fight them, right? There we go, right? He spawned, right? So this is what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna do these hand gestures. You're gonna get these annoying mobs, which you need to kill. And basically, what you just need to do is fight all the mobs. As you can see, he's dead, right? Now, you might have to kill about 5 waves of the evokers, right? So like I said, eat enchanted apples or potions, whatever. Just keep killing them, keep killing them. You also get these totems of undying. Keep killing the evokers. And eventually what will happen is a smithing template, sorry, it's gonna spawn right from this spawner, right? So just keep killing all the mobs. My mouse is not working. So just keep killing them, keep killing them, keep killing them, right? Eventually a smithing template is gonna spawn. But you have to kill these evokers. Evokers are basically what's stopping you. There we go, as you can see. The template is right here, and this is our Unobtainium smithing template. As you can see, I've got 2 because I've done it before. So this is our Unobtainium smithing template, and you can basically upgrade to Unobtainium. Again, try to duplicate these templates. Don't just go on and use them all, because you're gonna have to do all over this again, and as you can see, it's not that simple, right? And that'll be it for this video. If you have any questions, comment down below or message me on Discord or join my server where you can ask me directly. And if you can, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and peace on to the next one.